All right, y'all. So we are starting the first adventure for Tier 2, Wages of Vice, a more of a murder kind of mystery. And what brings all of our characters together quite again is there is Madame Samira Ara, one of Zinda's rulers, which they are located, we will say, for this one. It is a trade city known for its wealth and magic, and Zindra is home along the coasts of And Madame, uh, Madame Sindra and her other kings of coin, which are from the knowledge, is like kind of the local leadership, believes her fellow kings of coin are engaged in some kind of deadly conspiracy. And through an anonymous agent, you all received a summons to come to Zindra and uncover what secrets her peers are hiding. So as you do the little introduction for each character, tell us that's something like a daily. What's a daily activity for the character? So we'll start with Beth, Bray.
Just like a character intro?
Yeah, character intro, and something that your character would do, like kind of on the what Beth Bray would do, on an off day.
Oh, well, Beth Bray is a Shattercat elf from the borderlands of the ethereal plane. And after having quite a negative run-in with an ex-girlfriend, turned into a vampire, just blasphemous to the Raven Queen. She burnt my church down. So I headed to the Radiant Citadel to sort of rest and recoup. And sadly, Beth spends a lot of her downtimes either drunk or recovering. Like, she's trying to get better, but stuff's been hard lately, and it's a tough journey to help these people see redemption as well. Things are hard for Beth.
And Beth's running with death last week.
That's right. Beth died last week. And then the Raven Queen saw fit to bring her back, so maybe that's a little bit of a blessing. Maybe last night Beth didn't drink so hard. She's thinking about things.
All right, let me go from Beth to Mr. Nimbus.
Mr. Nimbus. So, Mr. Nimbus, very charismatic. But rather than come in his robes, today he shows up and he's like, look at my new suit. And he's flying in the air doing little loop-de-loops, and he's wearing a set of mithril plate. He says, yes. You see, this is my new suit of plate that is, I had it embossed with the motif of Deep Shashalis, who is my new deity. He says, and he also is now waving around a shield. But yes, I have decided to take up some clerical ways in addition to my sorcery. But have no fear. Mr. Nimbus would probably be at the same bar that Beth is, except he's there to try to pick up, others.
Nice.
Not as much drinking just to drown his sorrows, but drinking to find the next, Mr. or Mrs. X, Mr. or Mrs. Nimbus.
Nice.
Because he doesn't.
Of course. And then we go from Mr. Nimbus to Shankz.
Shankz is a 3.5 foot tall goblin, carries a bow on his back, and next to him is a cross-eyed dragonkin, sort of. Shankz had this thing where he basically had his entire family murdered by Vorgan Sharax, and now he's sworn revenge. Stole one of Vorgan Sharax's eggs and basically tried to do some magic hocus pocus on it. Didn't quite work out, and now there's skid marks. And my daily occurrence is trying to keep skid marks out of the alcohol because he's raging drunk and he doesn't fly straight now.
Okay. And being cross-eyed too doesn't help. For skid marks. Alright, and for tonight, last but certainly not least, we will go to Hidden Claw.
Well, in his downtime, Hidden Claw continues to work on his precision martial arts, just honing his technique to a razor sharp's edge, in which he then accompanies his companions to the same tavern. And of course, in D&D, there is always a bully, so he gets to put his skills to the test, and then later, after the ballroom brawl, goes home to bathe and get drunk simultaneously. But what brought him to the great Radiant Citadel to begin with was he was overwhelmed by foreboding dreams of a dragon apocalypse, and at the center of this apocalypse, a goblin named Shankz and a little dragon named Skidmarks. Are they the cause? Who knows?
Hey, I can neither confirm nor deny anything.
Hey. And possibly joining us later, we have Brig, our Centaur Barbarian. But, there's a good chance that our Centaur Barbarian maybe partied out too much from our last adventure, maybe too busy trying to recuperate. It's alright, we give the well wishes if Brig returns or not. But as we get started with everything, like all things, in new areas, we're going to start in a jungle. You guys are traveling along through a rainforest near Zindra, following a caravan of merchants. So as heat rises from the jungle floor and clings to the broad leaves and a canopy above, ahead, an elephant sways drowsily. Its rider groans and stretches and then rejoins the ululating marching chant. As the forest thins, the gleaming gates of the trade city of Zinda appears a mile ahead. And I'll see if I can get a kind of pictures. There's a handout. There's other festivals you hear about this March of Vice that you're heading to. You've heard from some of the other caravanners that because everyone's in high spirits. They have food. They're stockpiling food and water. You guys find out that the March of Vice is this another festival, but it's a 10-day festival of drinking, debauchery, shows, and sales. There are revelers wearing feathered masks and beaded gowns make merry through the day and night in celebration of this city's prosperity.
Pretty sure there was a party going on.
Oh, all right, and awesome, and joining us. Definitely, technically last, but certainly never least. Yeah, for Brig, and tell us, Brig, what does Brig do on his off time?
He trains, because you can't maintain the physique necessary to put on a show unless you're constantly training and you're eating your apples. So he's very focused, and someday he wants to open maybe his own farm. So daydreams about that.
Nice. What would the bar's name be?
Oh no, a farm.
Farm.
It would just be a horse farm.
Oh, okay.
Where the horses could run free, and they would never have to carry another wagon again.
Ah. Well, yeah, of course, as you guys are starting, you guys are at the festival, this March of Vice. And, yes, and for a little bit, and for Brig, we're summoned here by one of the Kings of Coin, the local leadership, someone named Madame Samir Arau. And she believes that there's a deadly conspiracy among the other Kings of Coin, and she has anonymously sent you all a missive to come to Zinda and help uncover what secrets her peers are hiding. And that is what brings you here. But yes, as you all are traveling, going through jungle, and finally it stretches as you reach into the city, feeding into this. As you go beyond the city gates, you all manage to emerge on this golden road, and it continues on this. You can see kind of far ahead. You see silk trade booths, squat buildings with conical roofs, and you can actually hear coming in from all around you, from the merchants, and then even the youths are singing about this great festival. But as you guys are kind of going, you notice that there's a little bit of a checkpoint there, and as you guys are coming and going, you see these people that are kind of by the Zinda's open gates. They are collecting tolls from people. You kind of see exchange hands. It's actually a pretty speedy line. But as it kind of arrives for your group, they will charge you all a total of 5 silver pieces per entrant to come into the city.
No issues here, and I'll take care of all my friends.
Yeah, very kind of you, Mr. Nimbus.
And here, and you can keep the change, as I'm only going to give you 3 gold.
Nice. And as they sort of look at it, that they are in good spirits, and you know what, they tell you enjoy the market. They point out some taverns along the way that you guys can go to, very accommodating. But as you guys enter the city fully, there are a bunch of stands. There are folks selling colorful flowers, beaded charms, and other wares from woven baskets atop their heads, with street performers spin in tight circles, waving long silk streamers. But of course, as you're coming into the city, you're kind of coming for business, but it's a very bright and festive time. Actually, really quick, I think Beth. I think it's just. I'll say Beth, Hidden Claw. Beth and Hidden Claw, you guys are able to kind of, and Mr. Nimbus can kind of automatically see, and Shankz everyone else, kind of focus it on. But as you guys are kind of nearing, as you're kind of walking around, you come near an alley, and you will spot down this alley. It seems to be a little forgotten corner, kind of quiet corner. You see this figure is kind of still surrounded by spilled gold coins and slumped against the wall, and head is tilted to stare at you all.
Oh my! Mr. Nimbus will fly on over.
As you fly on over, you realize it is a dead dwarf wearing lavish robes with, just not sure with adventure accounting. You can automatically count that there's about like 20 gold pieces fallen from this open pouch. The body doesn't show any obvious wounds, though, but not responsive as you're calling out to him.
The dead guy was staring at us?
He could have paid for 13 people's entrance into this place.
How the body was looking, and then upon closer, oh, he's dead. But there was someone staring at you. Then closer, he's just dead.
Can I look more closely for maybe cause of death?
Of course, I can get a medicine check. Ooh. As you look and concur, obviously, yeah, you find out that there are signs of poison, and you believe that he was with your amazing check, as you've heard of this exact poison. It's called burnt other fumes. It's an inhaled poison. It's made from it's like this, like a gas, essentially.
So we're in a festival. Are there vendors around?
No, you're kind of in a quiet little corner. Kind of away from things. Surprisingly, it seems there's a party everywhere, except like you'll see like a few nooks, but this like particular nook has just a dead body in it.
Could I look around for possibly footprints or things disturbed by the murderer?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
That big 10.
You know what? You do spot a couple footprints, but they are not it. It's kind of hard to tell. You only get half a footprint. So you're kind of thinking the way you're only catching like a partial footprint, but not enough to get like a solid.
Understood. Too muddled over here.
Mm-hmm.
Are there signs of a struggle, or I guess I'm wondering, like, is it possible that he bought something with all his gold spilling out that maybe had the inhalant in it on accident, or does it look like someone put this in his face?
Yeah, you feel like it would put in someone. You kind of look around. You look at his pouch. You don't see any strange powders on him. Yeah, you feel like someone must have came by and essentially blew it at him, and then and kind of looking. I'll say for the medicine, I'll say with the survival, you guys kind of figured that it might have been outside, because some of you do see some tracks hit more like these dwarfs, like there's some stubble, like he stumbled into this alley and then slumped and died.
So maybe whoever gave him the inhalant did it while they were in the crowd.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking. At least initial. But however, as you guys are kind of like, interesting. Coming from the other end of the valley, of course, as you see these other figures kind of coming, like investigating, but kind of come around. They have, really nice filigree, a gold filigreed armor, and yeah, I think that's it. Okay, they come out and start have their weapons ready, and they call out like, oh, and I guess this thing is alley is like only 10 feet wide. So as they come out, as they get it, like they call it by the name, for the kings of coin, you all must surrender for this heinous act.
By the power of me, I must say that you are wrong.
Yeah, we just stumbled up on this body and we're investigating. Me and this one here are clerics.
Oh, and as you look, he has been dead for like 5 minutes. So unfortunately, this dwarf cannot be revivified. Although nothing says it can't be raised dead. But
It looks like he's been some kind of poisoned and stumbled over here out of the crowd. That's a bold assassin to poison someone in front of everyone.
Yes, rather than thinking that we are the culprits, we should join forces and be able to find the nefarious individual. Then you can pay us for our time.
Oh, like we're to believe that you guys are just some group of morally ambiguous, easily violent mercenaries are here to offer your services in this time of need?
Well, yes. Why else would we be sitting here? We wouldn't be idiots just sitting over a dead body if we did kill them. I mean, come on.
And I also do have an egg to offer you.
Well, and then didn't we get called here by what's her name? Starts with a Z. She said there was some something or other that we needed help with.
Oh, of course. And then you guys can go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Someone give me a persuasion check with advantage, and just don't like. Don't, I was like, don't mess it up. Okay. Don't poof it. Don't know like double ones, and it's like you. Okay. All right.
If it's rolling, I better get in on this.
Of course. As they pound like, someone will point out, they make a good point. And one probably would, another guard would have been like, oh, if they were, true adventurers, they probably would have killed us by now, at least probably everyone in this block. And then this tall elf woman, wearing this sumptuous gown, appears at the mouth of the alley. Let's see.
Looks a little overdressed for this alley.
Yeah, this alley's really, it's looking really nice. Okay, as I... hold on, I'm trying to see if there is a handout for this elf woman that comes in. Let's see. Let me see if there should be an art handout. Named. There we go. There, I got it. This very nice, tall, well-dressed elf.
Why, hello there.
And she's like, she goes, oh, I thank you all for coming. My name is... These guards are in the employ of the Silent Verse. They are the protectors of my employ, as well as the kings of the other kings of Coin. I apologize for their overzealousness, but I am Madam Samira Ara, and I believe I might have sent for a group such as yourselves earlier.
Yes, that would be us.
Like, oh, welcome. Well, actually, here is about as a good a place as any to talk. And then the other guards will kind of, hang back and kind of push, that there's anyone else coming, kind of redirect them. Let's see real quick. Oh, there it is. There's her token. Cool. She'll kind of approach you all, seemingly doesn't seem to be bothered with the group, and she will kind of look at the dead dwarf that's kind of prone. She'll just say, "Oh, Jacobo, you fool! I hope your last march of ice was worth it." She's like, "Oh, but yes, I summoned you all here because, since I'm in charge of the jeweler's trade, I also in charge of the city's protectors, the Silent Verse. But this Jacopo, this dwarf, is the eldest son of the king of Coin, Massimo Ain. He was under actually protective guard in response to a recent attack against a family member of another king of Coin. But Jacobo slipped past his guardians, intent on reveling amid the March of Ice. And last night there was another, and the eldest daughter of one of the other kings of Coin. She was attacked and she nearly died. But apparently she doesn't know who her attackers are. But she fears something might happen. So now there is lots of intrigue. I have the other kings of Coin. They've been trying their hardest to keep everything under wraps. So I was hoping that the group such as yourselves will be able to seek information and yield some, better results than some of my guards that, well, most are loyal to me. There are still some that might have loyalties to the other kings of Coin. At least with you all, I'm sure that, you're just under my employ. So to help me out in finding this murderer, I will offer you all 200 each.
Sounds good to me.
But for some reason she seems like, for some weird reason, I think from passive insight, that you feel like you can probably bargain for more gold.
I don't know, Nimbus, you like money, is that enough?
Yes. More is always better than less.
Who is our best bargainer?
I'm sure that we can come to an accord. We are very professionals. We will do so. We will not be just going willy-nilly shooting things in the streets and whatnot. You're getting some of the best right here. All you can spare is 200 gold. Master of Coin.
Okay,
Skins will make a point of picking his nose during this speech.
Yeah, but it's very impactful. That's booger vantage, Nimbus, for your persuasion. Didn't even need that. See, the advantage wasn't it was the 11, but kind of nods, but as the booger kind of just lands on the dress, or just kind of looks, she just kind of looks down, and then it kind of looks at Shankz.
That's part of the booger stuff, you guys. I was eating and now I don't want to.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I will X card that. So, but she'll just look. It's like, okay, how about 300 each?
300 should be sufficient.
Like, and the extra 100 is for discretion, of course.
Yes, discretion. That's our middle name. Mm-hmm.
She's like,
I'd never do that.
Hidden Claw, shut up.
Okay, that's extra paration for that. That was good. Okay, well, she will hand you all a rose-shaped token. She'll say, this will let other kings or other authority to know that that you're working with me on this event. And I do suggest that you should go to, there is an establishment called the Thorn Apple, headed by Xenia's family, the one who's still alive, who survived the attack. It's like I have my own festivities to join, so yes, please come to me when, once you have good news.
All right, so if we have bad news, don't come to you until we have good news. Understood.
Oh, well, I guess after a time, I probably will be coming for you if I don't hear any good news, so.
Nimbus, should have kept your mouth shut.
And she will give you, directions of, as you're going, like, how to get to this establishment. And then they will eventually depart.
What was the name of this tavern again?
The Thorn Apple. Close. They just need to be together.
Why don't we
Gotcha.
try and creep over there quietly?
All right. And as you are going there, of course, like all things, I would like Beth. Can you roll me a D6? As you're walking, just I don't know where just people start talking about events around. You're not sure why they're talking. It's just you walk by. It's like a prompt. They start just like telling you things. Like you hear that this diviner revealed that the firstborn children of the kings of Coin are in danger of having their souls stolen for mysterious reasons.
Ooh, y'all, I've been eavesdropping, and they're stealing souls. Raven Queen would not be into this. I'm gonna keep listening and see if I can, if someone says what they're doing with the souls, more than just mysterious things.
Okay, go ahead and just roll me another d6. I guess ignoring the 5.
Why am I ignoring the 5?
Oh, because it'd just be the same rumor. It'd just be, you just walk around the circle, then you just find that same person saying the same thing again. You're just like, okay, that's weird. You also hear from just another random group of people start talking about this. They're like foul spirits known as Biza haunt the forest and sometimes tempt innocent souls with secrets of evil magic. Yep, Biza. Yep, exactly how that's spelled.
I'm not liking all this spirit talk, y'all.
Yeah, it's just it's very just very strange.
Maybe
But
the spirits have something to do with the endangered souls or something.
yeah, taking souls and all that. Well, as you guys are, there you go. All right, and then as you guys are kind of moving, let's say Shankz. Someone just kind of bumps into you as you kind of like move hurriedly through a crowd, just kind of accidentally shoulder checks you. Go ahead, just roll me a strength saving throw.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You just kind of, she moves, and you just kind of shoulder check her. And as you see this woman in yellow green pantaloons and a yellow tunic kind of bumps into you. Gonna give a picture, and then she kind of looks and sees you, and says something in a different language, and then just kind of just continues off.
Did she steal anything from Shankz or any of my friends?
Give a perception. Perception. No. But as a moment later, as you're like, they didn't take anything, that's strange. Suddenly, you hear shrieks of fear rise from a herb vendor stall nearby. The crowd shifts as panicked people flee the scene. No one's having a good time right now. You also looks like everybody but Brig. Brig almost sees it. Just Brig's being, but everyone else notices that there is someone who works at this herbalist stall is coughing as he's kind of attacking this person on the ground that y'all can kind of see. But, Brig, you get to see it though, but that's after this horrified stampede kind of moves through you all. So I would like all of you to make a dex saving throw.
Does Brig's danger sense kick in here as he sees these people stampeding at him?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's that would be kind of rude for be like, nope, you don't see a crowd of people running towards you screaming.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I was too busy preening.
Oh, okay.
Would
Oof.
Mr. Nimbus need to make this being aloft?
No. Well, because you'd see like the panic people, then he'd probably just like fly higher than the people can rush.
Well, he's always flying, because why not?
Yeah. And then at this horrible thing you're seeing, kind of move you guys kind of back a little bit, and then as you see the herbalist that's kind of coughing and attacking, another person that we'll just say looks kind of commoner-ish, you know, if I would have to give it a, and you know, they're prone on the ground, you know, they're not really kind of, you know, fending off a lot, but this kind of crazed herbalist has this kind of makeshift club and looks kind of crazed look, and looks like he's kind of sees you all kind of through the crowd and then sees the unconscious. And, you know, we'll roll initiative. And, okay. Do we get Shankz? Did you able to? There you go. All right. I don't know, Mr. Nimbus. You see this veteran wielding this long sword-like makeshift club.
Oh no! This one I think we must take for the questioning. And Mr. Nimbus will zip on over, and he will create a whip of mental force and attempt to whip it good. And let's see if this DC is correct. Should be 16. Hey!
All
wow,
right.
that damage sucked.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm unhappy with that.
Reroll.
I will spend a sorcery point, and I will re-roll that. Oh, look, I got double what it was.
Okay, you know, there's one less one. And let's see. Oh, it's wisdom, intelligence saving throw. Okay. No, just, you know what? Nope.
Then it takes that 8 points of psychic, can't take reactions until the start of or the end of its next turn. That's weird. Moreover, its next turn, it gets to choose whether it does an action, a bonus action, or a move, and it only gets one of those three. And then for a bonus action, Mr. Nimbus is going to take that whip that he just smacked him with, and he's going to yank it back to see if he can pull him slightly.
Okay.
And that should only be a 15 save.
All right. Round one. Delete that. And strength for the no. Able to. not be moved.
Nimbus flies back over the group and goes, "Aha! Quickly, get at him! That one! Shankz, go!"
Shankz. Oh, there you
Shankz
go.
will move off to the side there, and Shankz will take his short bow and take a couple shots. Ooh, 13.
That unfortunate. That's well. Actually, hold on. Let me see what the supposedly makeshift armor of this person. This veteran merchant installer. You know what? I'll say his AC is like 11. So yeah, I'll say that's a hit.
Okay. All right, and I will add a favorite foe and an infused strike.
Ooh.
And I will command skid marks to attack this guy, so skid marks will start flying 5, 10, 15, 20.
But
And
Shankz,
just like,
aren't you 5th level?
yeah. Oh, that's right. I got a second attack. Yeah, I'll do that first.
All right, there we go. Oh no, and now skid marks.
Now skid marks is gonna fly drunkenly, really crooked towards the veteran and try to attack the veteran, and is gonna stumble and run into the veteran and try to shove him from.
Okay. Okay. This drunk tiny dragon just slamming into this other poisoned human, and oh no, falls prone.
And Shankz is gonna start yelling at skid marks, and Goblin's like, "God damn it, you dumb dragon!" And that's my turn.
Hidden claw.
Hidden Claw will begin darting up between the crowd, and he'll say, "Skid marks, not dumb dragon, good dragon." He'll jump on a stall and flip, and midair he'll do like kind of a double leg foot stomp on the veteran here.
Oh, there you go.
That is lightning damage. And while he's on the ground, I'm just gonna throw a couple fast, like Chun-Li style kicks to his face.
Okay.
Second one.
Yeah, hits.
So lightning again, and then bonus action, third one.
You're beating, and you know what? Surprisingly, still breathing. Still looks like got a little fight in him. Very little though.
All good, sir, and I am done.
Well, Brig will dash up. Not dash, obviously. We'll run up there. How far away was this gentleman?
I'll say like 20 feet.
Okay. Then I would have backed up 10 feet and then rushed forward, swinging with my new greatsword because I realized he has swords in the picture, not an axe. And he's prone. So this is exciting. No rage. Non-lethal.
Okay, good. How do you beat this poisoned, helpless, stalled veteran? The veteran herbalist.
Probably as I'm charging up at him, that look of fear in his eyes gives me a little bit of a smile. And then I do it like I'm putting on a show, just to miss the mark, to make it look as good as possible.
Nice. And down, just it goes just. It is. It's unconscious, but actually, I forgot. This noble that was beat on, it's not doing too good. So let's go to Beth.
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on that commoner.
Okay, good. That common noble will just sort of like, oh, cool, not dying anymore. Whew.
And I'm gonna look around because I think it's weird that the herbalist was coughing, but then like attacking the commoner. Like I'm not really sure who the bad guy is here.
No, sure. You know what? Well, go ahead and let me clear the initiative. But I would say go ahead and give me a medicine check as I am clearing out the initiative.
I'm gonna ask the Raven Queen to guide me as I try to discern the situation.
Hidden Claw will look also, just in case.
Of course.
I think they're both unconscious.
I concur. $14 total.
All right, cool. So you're kind of putting heads together. There are definitely signs around like the nasal and the nose of another of that poison, like from the dwarf. But this one doesn't. But you'd also know that the unconscious person had kind of glassy eyes. But interesting enough, as you look at the noble, it's kind of dressed in very nice outfit, kind of similar to the dwarf that was. So it must be some other kind of noble, but thankfully not dead. But like anything that happens, like as you take your minute, everyone's good. You know, the veteran herbalist is, you know, totally unconscious. And like more of the silent verse kind of come in around. They sort of collect. They kind of see it, and you notice some of them from earlier, and they kind of they'll kind of say something about you all, and the guards kind of leave them alone. They kind of take the noble commoner, and they'll kind of drag him, pick him up, and try to take him. And then the other one, they just kind of they ransack through the herbalist, look for anything, and then they just kind of cart this person away. But several people, you hear murmurs of more people say, you know what, they saw someone run away, in the other direction before everything happened, and they were wearing, this green pantaloons and yellow tunic. Very, very strange.
Probably the same person that ran into us.
Yep, sounds like it. Dun, dun, dun. But hey, you know what? That tavern that you're gonna Thornapple, you can kind of see it at the corner of your guys' eye. You just gotta, make a left, and it'll be there.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find that girl who ran into us. Why don't we head on over to the Thornapple?
Cool. And of course, as you guys go, you know what? Hidden Claw, can you do me a favor and roll me a d6? You hear that as other random, the townspeople are talking in common. Make sure you guys can hear for some reason. There's a witch keen on collecting coven members from the heirs and families of the kings of coin. No, but also, Mr. Nimbus, as you're flying high, you can hear more conversations. Go ahead and roll me a d6, please. No, roll that 5. Yeah, roll that 5 again. They say, oh, okay, yeah, they're gonna start, and then someone hits them, like, oh no, let me tell you about something else. They say, oh, look, there's a half-wolf, half-human figure wandering the streets at night. This looks like one of the other kings of coin, the Grand Maester Amos Nair, but the other kings refuse to investigate this half-wolf, half-human figure.
Mr. Nimbus will share that with his companions.
Indeed.
Perhaps that wolf creature is looking into a disease known as the frozen stiffies.
This makes sense. Like all the you check the numbers, it's adding up.
Didn't we run into the frozen stiffies in the last mod?
No.
Wasn't there? Okay, out of character. Wasn't there something in the last module though that was like a disease that made people?
Oh, Serrano. Yeah. But yeah, I guess it was kind of like the frozen stiffies. I mean, it's very similar. Oh, but you needed to be in sunlight for it. Was more of like a poison, wasting away. But yeah, it was kind of like it's like the cold. I'd say maybe not frozen. I would say the chili stiffies. I mean, he still died in the end, but at least with the frozen stiffies, you're just frozen, right?
You froze to death.
Mm-hmm.
It just took like a month or two.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this was a lot faster though. But hey, that disease no one got, so bonus. Nobody got. As you guys ponder the chili, it's probably not the chili stiffies, but as you look at this other building, it's packed with people. The thorn apples baked clay walls create this cool interior. There are dozens of tables are filled, and a huge stage across from the entrance is being set for performance. From behind a long, well-stocked bar, a comfortably dressed orc gives an enthusiastic wave and says, "Welcome, friends, and a blessed march of vice to you. How can your cousin Nargis help you tonight?"
Well, we are looking into some poisonings that have been happening, yes?
Oh, ha, ha. Of course, sometimes people like to drink too much during this March of Ice. Ha, ha, ha. But it's perfectly normal thing for Zindra, when you drink too much.
Well,
And then
while
I
they're
will.
chatting, could I scan the crowd around to look for any possible danger?
Of course you may. Please give me a perception as you look for danger. And as you're looking for danger, let me look for what our host is going to be looking like. Mix. Okay, there he is. Mix Nargis Ruba. There you go. A jolly fellow. And then we'll introduce you all. He will actually pour some. He'll say, we're known for our famous jelly wine. Well, actually, Hidden Call, as you're looking, you do notice there are a few. I'll give you advantage on it. You do see several armed figures focusing more on the tavern patrons and their drinks. But you can also see, some of them have, the filigreed armor, but they're kind of keeping it, trying to keep it covered. Of course, with, nice, flamboyant scarves.
The bartender kind of blew off our question when we asked about poisons. He talked about drinks.
Oh, yeah.
That seemed suspicious to me.
Yeah, you can give me an insight check. Ooh. You get the feeling, kind of, he's definitely holding something back, but more like as you started to talk about the poisoning, he kind of talked aloud to kind of over it so no one else can hear your guys' conversation. Purposefully trying to talk over you. You get the feeling that, he doesn't want to talk about this openly. definitely like does the little shifty eyes, once you mention it, like looking around. But that is what you can tell.
Oh, is there a little bit of perhaps a back booth that we might be able to have a little bit more discussion after we buy a round, of course?
Oh, yes. Amazing. You know what? We do... I do got a couple extra bottles of this jellied wine for everyone to have, of course.
And how much does it go for a bottle?
Uh, 7 silver pieces.
We'll take that and double it. And I'll go ahead and buy half a dozen.
Oh man, like suddenly, people are just kind of like, cheering, you on, as suddenly they're opening the bottles of jelly wine, and it's actually pretty. It is a very good. This wine is really good.
I hand him a platinum piece and tell him to keep the change.
Oh my gosh. He says, "Oh, of course. I didn't catch your name, good sir. Good patron."
Oh, of course, I am Mr. Nimbus, and these are my companions.
And he goes, "Oh, well, you picked the best time to come here. In fact, we have a special show. We have Diva Luma and the Ecludarium Divas. So, you know what? Let me make sure to get a front row seat for you all, since..."
Well, as you know, I put the IP in the VIP.
And he laughs. He's like, I am learning that now. And then he'll say, "You know what? Why don't you all, you all look like you can help me get more of these bottles of wine from the back."
Yes, I would like to inspect how you keep the wine nice and cool.
Yes, and then as it kind of takes you all in, he just says, yes, thank you. He kind of looks to make sure no one's kind of or listening or gets a bottle, and he goes, so you were mentioning things that were going on in this town and poisonings.
Yes, please, good sir. Let us know what you may have overheard while you are serving at your bar.
Yes, well, I have heard that our illustrious security, our other fellow king of coin, was Samira was looking for help. So, I'm so glad she found those, a well taste. But, yes, unfortunately, you hear from more dire circumstances. I don't know. Does this? Unfortunately, I had guards keeping my daughter Xenia safe after we heard about some of the other events going on. But apparently, her guards and and her entourage started attacking her and each other. It was very much a Val business. I'm not sure the details, but thankfully, I guess her entourage and guards were too busy fighting each other to do the killing blow to my daughter. She's definitely recuperating, and we're kind of keeping it discreet. I have some of the other guards here to kind of protect her in case, there's another attempt. So, but yes. So I've been a little more worried than normal for this march of vice. But with Samira hiring some help, hopefully you can get to the bottom of this nasty deed and keep my family safe. Which, of course, I will. I will do my best to be as accommodating as I can.
Maybe we speak with Xenia.
Of course, she is. I'll make sure that there's a table nearby with her so you can enjoy the show and talk. And I would say, she's been through a lot. So I guess if you talk, I'm not sure, but please give a gentle touch. She's my sweet girl has been through a lot.
Well, gentle touch normally isn't our thing, but we'll do our best.
And then he'll nod and say, "Oh, well, yes, look here." And then we'll kind of give you guys, a couple bottles of jelly wine to take over there, and some nice cups. He gives you the good cups, the ones he doesn't spit on, for.
He gives us the glass and not the plastic.
Yes. So I kind of sit you at this, sits you at this bar and sits you at a table, and then you can see kind of by yourself this a young gray-skinned orc. She has her hair braided in elegant loops, but she does look a bit nervous. Oh, she's not wearing yellow and green.
Okay, so definitely doesn't look like the girl we ran into before. The girl before was human, right?
Yes, the girl was human.
This one's the mastermind. No, I don't know.
Totally, yeah.
All right, Nimbus will go on over and he will kind of thrust the cup, an empty one, into her hand and say, "Please, can you hold this?"
And she kind of look and go ahead and give me a persuasion, Mr. Nimbus.
I feel that, somebody just kind of running up to somebody and shoving a cup towards their hand is more of an intimidating gesture.
No, sure. That's fine. Oh, well, okay. She kind of jumps, looks a little
As then he grabs the wine bottle and does the cool move where you put it on the edge and you just pop the cork off, and he begins pouring it and says, "Ah, yes. What are we celebrating on this festival of vice?"
She says, "We are investigating, the March of Vice. March of Vice, yes. Thank you. Well, my father seems to like you. I guess you have deep pockets.
No matter. It is just good, to share what one has. Cheers!" And he will clink his glass on hers.
Okay, she will, kind of down a cup.
Well, what can you tell us about the goings on and these were people running around with all the poisonings occurring?
She says, were people?
Yes, and spirits and witches.
And frozen stiffies.
Okay. She'll say frozen stiffies.
It is a disease from a far off land.
No, well, thankfully, hopefully, it doesn't come here. But the poisonings are a very recent thing happening to our city. I guess if you talk to my father, I guess he mentioned what happened to me.
Yes, here, have another cup. That was an experience.
Okay. Well, she'll take another cup, and then she'll say, "Oh well, I was shopping along our river of gold, which is our golden road, and I was escorted by several of my family servants when I don't know. I felt ill. This cloud of gray ash appeared around me, and then all of a sudden my servants began attacking me and each other. You know what? I think someone bumped into me before I felt sick. I don't know. It faded, but yeah.
Very interesting. What do my companions think?
Can you describe the person that bumped into you?
Well, yeah, she'll describe. Was this? She was human, and she. But I remember, she wore a blue pantaloons and a purple shirt.
Not yellow and green.
No, but she'll also describe more features, and I would like everyone to give me an investigation check.
Sometimes you get lucky.
It's Mr. Nimbus, Brig, this definitely sounds like the individual bumped into. They just, different day, so change out of. Instead of change of wardrobe, but you're like, this is definitely the one in yellow and green.
That's weird. I've never really heard of people changing clothes every day in this universe.
She goes, this is foreign to you all? She'll kind of look and ask.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's just our pictures look the same every day, so.
She goes, okay. Ha ha ha.
And I don't wear clothes, so it makes it much easier.
Oh. And then as you're all having this, wonderful conversation, it'll just kind of put you together as a group. You know what? For no reason, the performers in bright feathers and shimmering silk flood into this tavern, laughing bombastically. The crowd, including Xenia, responds with great enthusiasm. Will say, "Oh look, there's Diva Luma and her Elucardian divas," she will say, nodding to the dark-skinned woman leading the group, whose outfit is all sequins and bright feathers. The divas wave and proceed to the stage. Let's see if I got a picture. Oh, I do. Okay. But, as they start doing the show, Diva Luma pulls a small silk bag from her belt and hurls its contents upward, standing amid a rain of colorful glitter as the performance begins. But as you're all kind of like reveling, like, okay, this is a pretty cool show. The diva's expression changes. Diva Luma grins cruelly as she slips off her heeled shoe and is going to leap towards Xenia. And here's kind of what you guys see.
What?
I've had my finger on the initiative button this whole time. As soon as you're like, let me group you up for no reason.
It's like, what?
For sudden but inevitable betrayal.
No curses. And let's do that initiative as let's see. Okay, so let's see. I'm curious if they actually have Diva Luma. They do has a token of Diva Luma. Yeah, she holds her shoe like any assassin would for some reason. It's really strange.
Do I get the impression that like Diva Luna's like a bad person or like a possessed person?
Oh, you see, her eyes are glassy, kind of similar to the merchant. The merchant veteran you guys kind of beat down. And then the other two divas, which of course are scouts. And yeah, hey, you already got initiative. Sweet. I will get. Oh, of course. Okay. Hidden. Okay. So Diva Luma. Take a sheet. Boom. And cool right there. And the scouts. Oh. Okay. Alright. Then that was sorted. Okay, and then but before she gets to go and try to attack Zinni and finish the job, Hidden Claw. Ooh, you can intercept.
Yes, I will quickly vault onto the stage, interposing myself between Diva and her target, and then take my staff, slamming it into her ribs, non-lethally, of course.
Of course. Ooh.
I quickly slap or prod her pressure points to try and stun her. May I get a con saving throw?
Of course. Close that. She will say, oh no, she is stunned. Just.
Excellent. I will follow up with a non-lethal strike.
Boom.
And then I'll burn a key for a flurry of blows as Hidden Claw moves with inhuman celerity, with a quick kick to her shin, followed up by a kick to the head.
Okay.
That will be a lightning kick, in fact.
Electrifying. And yeah, both
16 hit.
16 does hit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
8 more lightning.
And shocking. Still up. Just a little tough, but not doing anything right now.
Oh, good. I will. I'll get into the face of this scout, and I am done, sir.
And then, little did you know that she can't do anything. And then we go to Beth Bray.
Well, she seems possessed. I don't think we should kill her, so I'm gonna walk up while she's stunned, and I'm gonna inflict wounds, non-lethal act.
Okay.
That just sounds wrong.
Well, I'll say that.
Flesh.
As it scours her flesh, don't die. Okay, that's if there was like incredible pain and inflict, you'd probably see it, but can't really make facial expressions. But it's still around, just very, very hurt.
And I'll go ahead and back away a little bit.
Okie dokie. Shankz.
I think Shankz is gonna cast a spell, use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on that one, and I'll fire a couple shots at him.
All right.
I will infuse this strike. And second shot. Oh no, double ones.
Oh, that first arrow just kind of hits the neck and just bleeding. She's clutching, the throat and like, still barely alive, but yeah.
Yeah, that was on purpose. Non-lethal. End of turn.
Skid marks?
I bonus action I had to use.
Oh, Hunter's Mark. Okay, so Skid's just.
Skid's can just run forward, so that's it for him.
Okay, I just imagine just Skid Marks grabbing a bottle of jellied wine and just sort of chugging it. That's clutching her obviously non-lethal, arrow to the neck and kind of holding it and just kind of with her short sword like sharp heel while trying to swing at the drunken Skid Marks. But I guess being drunk just nimble, just like a drunken master. Cannot hit Skid Marks. Nimbus.
Well. Let's see. I think those others we probably want to question as well, but maybe not as importantly. And Mr. Nimbus will leap from his seat in the front row. And he will draw a line. Yes, that is exactly how that works. And he will shoot right in front of Skid Marks and Hidden Claw. Looks like the rest of that area is clear, right?
There's a few other passer. You are in a tavern.
Oh, it is a crowded tavern. Do I think I might be able to get them are they 15 feet apart?
No. Are you trying to lightning bolt?
I was?
Why are you trying to kill them?
Well, I did say I am down with lightning being non-lethal because you can tase. So, sure, you'll just be tasing a bunch of people standing by, but sure.
Well, would I be able? Are they like within 15 for like a thunder wave?
Well, I will say a thunder wave will definitely kill somebody.
Okay. All right, then Mr. Nimbus.
Fine.
Mr. Nimbus will run up to this one and go, I will shock you. And he's going to attempt to tase him, bro.
Okay, I do consider
missing
lightning
horribly.
Wow.
And then he will move out of the way and provoke an attack of opportunity as he goes back to the group. I was not expecting that to occur.
And a heel, just catches you.
Ow, that was very rude. And you know what? Now I'm kind of mad. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna quicken a third level Tasha's Mind Whip.
God.
Why?
On that one.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just kidding. You know what? I mean, regardless, it's gonna be bad. Well, 90.
Hey,
it's a
the
save.
First one save.
It's not dead.
It actually only had 1 hit point.
It's not half damage though, is it? Oh, it is. It is half damage.
It is half damage. So just kind of screams.
They hit me. They attacked my person.
I had to tell those people we weren't murderers when we got here.
And then now... this one I upcasted it to third.
Okay.
Now Nimbus is a murderer.
Again.
They attacked me first.
This is the second time he's randomly murdered somebody. The first time was, during that whole other Awakening festival. With a thunder wave.
It's not a party till somebody accidentally gets killed by a spell.
They're not of sound mind, Nimbus.
All right, you got one more int save over here. Oh, look, that guy saved too. I just suck as a caster. All right. There you go. End of Nimbus's turn.
The Diva Relief Fund will kind of open their and well, there's a stabbing. Let's see. On Hidden Claw, well, it's a heel toe stabbing. I can stab twice. I forget on Hidden Claw.
Second one makes it through for 5.
All right. With the we go to Brig at this less crowded bar.
I'm gonna try to knock this one out before Nimbus starts killing people.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And it's gonna go reckless. Bonus action rage. Go with the tail. Yes, reckless and attacking someone who's stunned. Yes.
Okay, no, it works. No.
One swing.
Ooh.
Hey, for 23 points of damage.
How do you rescue Diva Lima from Mr. Nimbus?
I probably, unfortunately, end up like with the hilt of that big great sword, just whacking her right in the face with it.
Okay.
He's reckless, so he'll take another swing at the scab for 14 points of non-lethal damage.
You know what? And that's second first, same as the first. This one also will just get and just both drop.
The big bruised.
Yes, just big welts. Yeah, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll sort of look at the other one and.
Briggs is shaking his head.
And Hidden Claw. You know what? I will say that she is she is just merely dying. Let's see. What does Hidden Claw do?
Oh, the one scout over here is
Yes.
dying. I will go over here and say, my friend Mr. Nimbus is always just a little careless, and I will apply a healing potion to this person.
Okay, we'll say stabilized. Well, just has everything at the aftermath. And as we, all right, as this combat quickly ends as it begins, just. But in the aftermath, you guys can go ahead and with everyone's passive perceptions, kind of looking around, what's happening, why is. You guys notice that the glitter has left a film of pink ash on the divas and a floor around them. I feel like it could be that same poison again.
I knew it. Did you see me put in the chat that I held my breath when they threw the glitter up?
Mm-hmm. Shock, awe, and surprise. And
could we investigate the scene to see if the real culprit left any signs of passing?
You know what? You all can go ahead and give me a let's do like a group. Let's group like persuasion or investigation check.
Persuasion or investigation?
Yeah, kind of like either talking to some of the patrons that I would say, unfortunately for Nimbus, any persuasion would be at a penalty because they did just see you nearly kill somebody, so they are a little more intimidated. But
afterwards, Nimbus would have ran over and seen what he could do.
It's fine. It's fine.
Like, live, damn it, live, and he'll spend a first level spell slot.
Oh no, she's all right. She got a potion of healing, so she's fine. Actually, I'll just say she's stabilized.
Oh, fine.
Although it would have been actually, I was thinking in my head, okay, you lightning bolt and like five, those two and like five other people are just kind of like twitching from getting tased, So this works. But after talking to some people and saying, oh, you know what they did, some people say, oh, you know what they did see this this woman, that same woman in the yellow tunic and green pantaloons. That looks like they saw them give this Diva Luma like the bag of glitter. And some people say, oh, you know what? They think they have seen her go towards the pier.
Ah! We must head towards the pier then.
Yes, let us peer at the pier.
And as we peer, I will drag you all to the only map here. And a very important map at that. Parade route. Okay. Boom. Alright. Looks good. Okay. And as press a little fast forward, the streets are alive with joyous music and exuberant festival goers watching an oncoming parade. An open carriage drawn by an ox leads the procession. The carriage bears a large man wearing a white mask and vines of jelly flowers. He waves to the adoring public as figures in gowns and headscarves. The color of jelly flowers march after him, sweeping the ground in wide strokes of handmade brooms. But as there are all these revelers, as you get near to the pier, where they say the woman in green pantaloons was, grasping weeds and vines erupt from the cobblestone street beneath the carriage at the head of the parade. The ox pulling the cart panics, causing the vehicle to careen into a post covered in decorations. The vegetation then wraps around the cart's wheels, and the closest bystanders, a pair of revelers, produce weapons, revealing themselves to be guards protecting the Prince of Vice. And then, in the back, you do see the same woman who tried to bump it, knock it down, Shankz, and the apparent culprit. Okay, and it looks like as these guards suddenly produce weapons, they also seem to have this glassy eye, and they sort of turn towards this very nice festival goer. He looks like his life's in danger. As we roll into initiative. Maybe one more time. Who knows? Oh, you know what? Actually, while we do it, let's take... you guys want to take like a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Oh, just came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do you guys want to... Yeah, let's take like a 5-minute break. And then...
You just put kids to bed, or?
No, just all... Because Dom is with parents, I didn't have to take my daughter to bed, so... But, let's take like a 5-minute break. I'll pause the video.